guys, what's going on, and welcome back to our channel. Security is important to everyone, but when you're among the most powerful figures on Earth, no expense can be spared to ensure you're locked down as much as possible. While celebrities hire bodyguards to fend off paparazzi, their security details don't hold up to the extreme ends that world leaders will go to in order to keep people far more threatening than some hassling photographers away. Let's get right into no one wants to mess with this president. Number 5. Kim Jong Un. Being the supreme leader of North Korea isn't an easy gig, with his father and grandfather having both regularly dealt with assassination attempts. North Korean security has no choice but to rank among the best worldwide. While most world leaders tend to have motorcades escorted by legions of motorcycles and cars, Kim instead has a somewhat strange-looking battalion of men jog alongside his limousine, taking it literally a step further. They surround Kim as he walks. The guards aren't volunteers. Instead, they're chosen from the population based on men of identical height with an appearance close enough to the supreme leader to confuse any would-be snipers. At this point, you wouldn't be faulted to assume that they're more like human shields than just bodyguards. Still, these men have been given the most extensive training possible, and only the best performing ones who also prove to be devoutly loyal to the Kim family are selected for Kim's personal escort. The total service force numbers more than 2,000 working different shifts. Kim's also known to travel alongside multiple decoy planes when flying, making it impossible to know which plane the supreme leader is really on board. It sounds a little extreme when you think about it, but given his status and the past experiences with his family, it's probably for the better. Number 4. Narendra Modi. India is a rapidly expanding country with over 1 billion citizens, making their Prime Minister Narendra Modi the important leader of more than 1/7 of the world's population. Thus, he's a man in need of round-the-clock protection. Modi is kept safe by the Special Protection Group. Basically, the Indian Secret Service, an elite group of officers handpicked from India's police and railway protection forces, is 3,000 strong. The annual cost of these machine gun-wielding men in black suits that keep a watchful eye over Modi everywhere he goes is upwards of $83 million. That's a whole lot to be spending on guards, but when you're the leader of the second most populous country on the planet, no expense should be spared. Modi is regularly preceded by motorcades of dozens of bulletproof BMWs, Range Rovers, and Mercedes cars that you don't often see driving around in India, and is also kept under close watch by helicopters and surveillance drones to maintain an eye in the sky over the Prime Minister. The SPG walk alongside the car carrying the Prime Minister and clear the area surrounding him anytime he goes anywhere. Number 3. Recep Tayyip Erdogan. Turkey is the bridge between the two incredibly powerful continents of Europe and Asia. With a position like that, it wouldn't be surprising to learn that Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan holds power and may wish to take it away from him by any means necessary. Knowing this, Erdogan's personal protection is of utmost importance, and he's never seen publicly without a massive detail of heavily armed bodyguards. To ensure maximum protection alongside public visibility rather than the traditional presidential limousine, Erdogan often drives through Istanbul inside a heavily armored bus waving to citizens behind a massive bulletproof glass pane able to deflect even machine gun fire. What's most impressive about this unique mode of travel is that there aren't just guards inside and around it, but also standing atop it armed with machine guns. Erdogan's security was in full effect in 2016 during an attempted military coup where tanks fired on the Capitol building. Erdogan spoke in front of the Capitol, confidently addressing the people while full military guards surrounded him. While thousands were injured in the attempted takeover, Erdogan himself was completely untouched. Number 2. Queen Elizabeth. The longest running monarch in history hasn't made it this far by slacking on security. While the Queen herself might not have much true power of the UK anymore, that hasn't had any effect on just how powerful her seriously souped up security detail is. Having to be a popular figurehead, the Queen must make frequent appearances and have near constant contact with the public even at the age of 95. So you can imagine that everywhere she goes, security is a major concern. Queen Elizabeth's royal motorcades are composed of England's most talented and deadly soldiers and officers who make up the Royal Guard, while the guards who stand outside Buckingham Palace are famous for not moving no matter what. When it comes to protecting the Queen, these elite guards are anything but stagnant. The reality is that they've taken a vow of silence while working, only broken on rare occasions when aggressive tourists get too close. The royal guards are so well trained that they don't take any breaks, not even bathroom breaks. They're even trained not to break their stance if they faint, as sometimes it happens on hot days under their heavy uniforms and 9-pound bearskin hats. In order to show their dedication to the Queen, if nothing else, the sheer length of the Queen's rule should demonstrate how well protected she is and always has been. Number 1. Shinzo Abe. Shinzo Abe served as Japan's longest-running prime minister due to his widespread popularity. But that doesn't mean that his security can be lacked. After all, even in countries as safe as Japan, there are always people looking to harm those in power. As Japanese cities are known to be incredibly compact, Abe can't exactly have a full motorcade of armored SUVs and motorcycles surrounding his limousine. So much like his neighbor to the west, his Secret Service guards are known to jog right alongside his limo when going through tight city streets. Of course, Japan isn't all a cramped city, and even the fittest Olympians couldn't be expected to run alongside a limousine on a freeway. However, rather than shutting down bustling highways for the Prime Minister's procession, his Secret Service agents politely lean out the window of moving cars and wave respectfully at oncoming traffic to stop and allow Japan's leader to pass. In a country that is famous for its hyper-efficient public transit, even the country's own prime minister flows smoothly through the country's infrastructure without making people be late for work on his account. No normal man can get a glimpse of these people outside of prearranged public appearances. Their job, depending on the country they manage, demands this level of security. These presidents and prime ministers try to perform their duties in the best possible way, and in some countries, they're loved for it. They try to provide the best service they possibly can to their public, and this is what makes them popular and liked. Given their level of public and international importance, their life and privacy are always at stake, hence, they require the best security detail possible. If you know of some other high authority figure who are well guarded as these ones in this video, then do share with us in the comments section below, while also hitting the like button and subscribing to our channel so you can catch up on more awesome videos like this in the future. And as always, I'll be catching you guys in the next one. Bye now.